some
You
big
know, one
names.
time a kangaroo was murdered on Shadow Creek with a friggin' gun.
That's 100% the isolated first thing that's going on this pod before the countdown.
That's a fact.
Y'all ready? You ready?
Yeah, maybe.
In 5, 4,
Okay.
3.
Tricks, you know what I'm talking about? That lettuce, that lettuce. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. That lettuce, that lettuce, focused all on the check. Yeah, all I want is lettuce. Yeah, just give me the lettuce. Yeah, just give me the lettuce.
Let us heads. We are back with Please Let Us Golf, the podcast 2025, and we're coming with a brand new intro. Before we get into the deets of the pod, we're all excited. It's the new year. I'm kicking it over to Mr. Golfberg. By the way, Goldie, Adam, Jewel, Golfberg, you got the whole Please Let Us Golf crew to kick us off for 25, doing it right. But Mr. Golfberg, tell us about Let Us.
Yo,
Tell us about the song. Why is this important? What does this mean?
Yo, I ain't worried about the space because it's filled up with lettuce. What up to our man Drix? Man, I can't believe we got this cool of an intro song for our pod already. Just starting 2025 off with just crazy style, crazy energy. Yeah, please let us golf. If you don't know by now, if you haven't figured that out by now, this would be a really fun moment for you. You've been listening to 17 podcasts in a row. Please let us golf. Let us fast. Let us, baby. So we're all about that lettuce. And on our first major golf trip of 2024 as an organization, as Plug, we were on actually my favorite golf course of the trip, Sedge Valley in Wisconsin. 9th hole, this beautiful vista. And Goldie decides, yo, I'm gonna post a quick story here on Instagram. I'm gonna queue up a song, and out of nowhere, Lettuce comes up. Now, mind you, this song was created 4 years ago, so it's not like it's a brand new song, but we've searched for this stuff and just never found it. And out of nowhere, this banger comes on, and we're like, what is this? And from that, and literally, I haven't stopped listening to it. My kids are obsessed with it. It's just, right? We're all about it. So anyway, so we're like, man, this is a fun song. It's got a great energy. Like, maybe we could get a hold of Drix and get this song on our podcast or something. But, you know, you kind of just think, how do we even find this guy? This isn't going to happen. I don't even know how to pursue it. And out of nowhere, like a couple months later, we got a follow. This is a true story. We got a follow from our man Drix on Instagram and TikTok. Goldie texts me like, yo, emergency, jump on. You got to see what's going on here. I was literally blown away. I'm like, the universe is insane. I don't understand it. We immediately DM'd him. We're like, man, we're huge fans. Like, the song Lettuce we're obsessed with. Any chance you would even consider letting us? And he was super nice right out of the gate. Like, oh, I appreciate it. Go ahead. Go if you got some.
No, I was just, he was like, you're always worried because you don't want it like, hello, Mr. Drix. Like, right. You know, it's like one of those. Hello, Mr. Drix. We're a couple guys doing a golf podcast, but anyways, he connected with us. So clearly, it's probably because we've used that song a few times, and the algos start to match, and something probably got pushed to his For You page. And
maybe Drix is a big time golfer.
He's got some. You know, he's definitely got. He'd be fun out on the course. You could tell he's an eclectic dude, man.
I bet he's got a move.
Oh yeah, and you know,
he seems like an athlete. You're right, Adam.
And just tie a bow on it. Yeah, we just kind of teed up, and he was super cool. He was like, "Man, y'all keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and like, please, like, let us live." And I was like, "Let's go, baby,
let us live."
Yeah, baby.
And good timing too. So starting the new year off right.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna keep shouting out our guy Drix. But yeah, super excited. But that's gonna be stuck in everyone's head. That lettuce. But now we got to get into the real business of the pod. So the main topic today, everyone knows we're the kings of ranking stuff, right? We've been teasing out sometime in 2025 our proprietary ranking system of golf courses is coming out. It's going to blow out all these top 100 lists that are nonsensical that you see. But for us, This is a good time for us to do a hard refresh on our own personal top 10s, really looking at what got bumped this year, what made the list, and we're going to dive through that. But before we do, guys, some more golf news coming out. What do we got? I got the list here. Let me go to the notes. Everyone, the PGA Tour is back. The Century's live in Hawaii. Did anybody watch a shot of that today? I just want to know. Jewel? Jewel?
Oh my gosh, I've got it all right now.
Oh, of course you do. Of course. What's going on in the Century?
Podcast violation.
The Hogecoin is in the lead right now. Shot a 9 under 63.
Oh my god! What a sham!
He's got Decky and the other Paul's at the top, King Cameron Young right behind him at 8 under, and then my man Willie Z 7 under right behind him. I might have a little bet on Willie Z this weekend.
I knew there was a reason why you're watching Thursday Century Golf. It's because you got money on Willie Z. I knew I was waiting for us to get to something that makes sense.
What island are they on? Do we know?
Kapalua.
Kapalua.
Ah, very nice.
But look,
that's not an island for the record.
It's not. But look, it's not about the money. It's the West Coast swing, baby. It's the start of the year. We're only T-minus 4 months until the Masters.
I live on the West Coast. I don't think Hawaii is on the West Coast.
What is it?
It's the West Coast.
It's beyond. It's the left coast.
Yeah.
Nothing matters until the Masters. We don't care about any of this stuff. I didn't even know there was a tournament this week.
God damn it.
We probably should say Adam might be a little bit salty right now. Again, 3 of us do hail from Georgia, and we are recording this right after the Georgia L to Notre Dame. So
yeah,
I'm shocked.
We're getting
made it.
We're
getting dark at him tonight.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, you're fine. But it's not. It's gonna be fine. Also after the Century, but the TGL, when this posts, this will go live on Tuesday, and that night, Tuesday night, the TGL's going live. The influencers, the influencers have been out in full force. I'll be honest. I've been a cynic. I like to get y'all's takes. I know you have some varying opinions. I still think the TGL is not going to work, but I'm not going to lie. Some of these behind the scenes on the technology side, not just the sim golf, like the hitting into the sim piece, but this whole like hitting real sand around the greens, the way this green can be moved with like a remote control. They are hitting grass too. I got to give them, it's not mats. They actually have a little agronomy team that has their own. What do they call that? I'm like drawing a blank. What do you call like your own little grass farm, your own little tree farm, your own little plant, your nursery? That's what I was going for.
Well
they have their own little nursery right outside. So it's pretty cool. Some of the things I'm seeing, I just still have low confidence they'll be able to execute it. Thoughts on TGL going live tonight?
Yeah, we got New York Golf Club against the Bay. That's going to be a big time matchup. I mean, we got some real hitters in there. We got Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele, and Cam Young on New York Golf Club.
Wow.
That's must watch.
That's a team of people?
Yeah. And they're
like
going to be
teamed up.
And they're going to be teaming up in a simulator. But Aaron, you've had some criticisms of how you hate that, like they think they're going to overdo it on the like the strategy piece of this, that you're like, this is sim golf, like just hit the damn ball and go.
Yeah, that's why at the root of it, I hate all of this, but I love the technology, right? And the things you like, I get it. That shit is cool as hell. I think it would be incredibly fun to play. I think watching it is the most ridiculous thing on earth. The fact that this is going to be a product that'll last more than one event or like 1.5 events or any event that Tiger Woods isn't a part of is absolutely insane to me. That's the point. Playing, fun, watching, ridiculous. It's basically just glorified video games. So the idea that the hole has a volcano in it, and if you hit it left or you can hit it right, and then you'll have 150. It's like if you're not hitting the crazy shot every time, you'll probably just get bored yourself playing it because you're not experiencing it. You're playing a video game. But then the only counter would be watching video games is a huge industry online. Like my kid, people love this stuff. Dude. But I think the point is they also play those video games, right? Yeah. So it's like they get to watch it, then they play it. You don't get to go play a place like that. So this is This is for rich people to have corporate events.
You know, I haven't thought about that. So Adam, was that who was just chiming? I was just going to say real quick, the I haven't thought about that, but leave it to professional golf to make like a cool version of it that's still completely inaccessible to everybody else. Like, hey guys, we got this it's great. All you need is like a $4 billion stadium, a 600-foot monitor, a green that costs more than your whole family's history's net worth, and it's going to be super sick. And guess what? You can come down and 4 people can play at a time. So yeah,
you forgot to mention the nursery.
The nursery. You gotta have your own nursery.
I disagree with Mr. Goldberg. I think the most entertaining part of this whole deal is going to be the strategy on these ridiculous holes. Like can you imagine? You mentioned like a volcano hole, like Tiger, like yeah. So you just got a volcano, and you just got to hit a little spinner. You know, just got to make sure it doesn't fall off the mountain.
No, a kisser. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah, mwah. Dude, they need Bryson in there. Bryson going, well, I've actually researched what the sulfur does to the golf ball when you get within 5 yards of the volcano line. So actually, it hurts you to take on that volcano line.
No, and what they don't tell you is there's always an updraft coming out of the volcano. So hit it high, it's going to pop
Are
it
they
up.
gonna have that kind of stuff though, like
They
Mario
should.
golf?
It's gonna, like, yeah.
That'd be
This
sick.
is ridiculous.
Jewel, I think you're the only one I can convince to do this. I think me and you hop on a flight. Adam, look up right now. How much can you even buy TGL tickets? Me and you would get a
I
flight
will
to West
absolutely go with you.
down there, and we'll get, we can get some off-brand teams, so maybe we can get a deal. But I wouldn't even be surprised if you can't buy tickets to this. They're all just like corporate giveaways. But I would love to go. It'd be hilarious.
So as long as we don't go for a Jupiter match, you think everybody else though is like it's basically like playing the LACC.
Yeah, like you can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't. I wonder what they could even charge for those tickets, man. Like who's
Nothing. They're giving them away. There's no way. I mean, how many people do you think are going to view the first match on Tuesday night? What's viewership going to be? What's the success?
It's odd that the first week is not featuring Tiger. I just don't understand how that
Is
works.
Shane Lowry?
Guys, I'm pretty sure
So
it's sold out.
It's sold out. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
I'm on ticket
Because there's only 150 people at max.
Dude, these guys are these are the best golfers in the world who run the show. No one gets to tell them how to golf. They golf. All of a sudden, they've got to hit a ball into a screen and like trust that it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. I know where technology is at, but for money, for glory, for prizes, for like standings, that Xander's going to be like, fuck you, man. I hit that right next to the hole. You're telling me I got a 27-footer while Patrick Cantlay now has a tap in? Like, this is done. I can see people fighting.
Well,
That's what I predict. Fist fights, walking out. This is absolutely someone's going to beat the shit out of the agronomist. This is
What if
going nowhere, dude.
What if JT and Spieth were playing? They would be so mad at that fucking screen.
Are you kidding?
No.
Dude.
How about John Rahm? You think John Rahm, are you kidding?
Oh
Would
my
suffer
God.
one overcut?
Spieth would definitely miss the screen on at least one shot. He's still
He'd
recovering.
flop it over the screen.
All right, guys. I had to go down. I had to go down the calendar quite a bit
Okay.
to find an actual
I'm
event
writing this down.
that had tickets.
Okay.
By the way, wait, am I
to get-
screaming, by the way? I feel like I'm screaming.
You scream sometimes, but I need to hear about these tickets.
I know,
I'm
we're there.
typing
We're
it.
hearing it.
All right, get in price $160.
Let's go to playoffs.
No,
Let's go to the first round of playoffs.
Playoffs.
They have playoffs.
Guys, a couple weeks back, we called out rumor mill. Max Homa is leaving Titleist and FootJoy and going to Cobra, Puma, Lululemon. Fast forward, first of the year, official announcement. This was the first major publication to leak this news out. This was from a little bit of an X search from a guy with like 170 followers. There was 0 comments on his post. Somehow it hit the algo. We went live with it because we don't have journalistic integrity. We did not check any sources. We went straight for it. And then he went live. Guys, it's silly, but he looked good in the stuff. He looked good in the Cobra.
Don't lie,
Dude,
Goldie.
those
You were getting fitted for yoga pants next to Lacey, and you overheard Lacey Homa talking about it, and we exposed the story.
you can't. I cannot. You got to play it down. You can't leak those sources, man. You got to protect them. But yeah, so it went official. He's no longer a Titleist FootJoy guy. So he's all Lulu. He's cobraed up. I don't know, Julie, you said those Puma shoes, though. You liked everything except the Puma shoes today?
So there's a couple things. Who doesn't look good in Lululemon? So he looks great.
Yeah.
But I will say he's got the PGA Superstore vibe on. He's got the Cobra hat, the Lulu shirt, and then the Puma shoes. It's a little much.
Special.
I don't know. Like, that.
But Aaron,
love this.
Aaron, there's one thing you're going to love more than anything. So think about this. Everything changed. All of his clubs changed. All his shoes changed, his hats, his shirts, but there's one thing that remains. Still right here on the patch. Burns and Wilcox.
Burns and Wilcox and lettuce. Hell yeah.
Which is still cracks me
We
up.
got to get Max to wear some lettuce, man. So Burns and Wilcox, he also didn't change his ball either, which I think is a big deal. I think Max going to have a big year in the Lulu.
But hold on.
Lulu is coming out with a ball, though.
Did you hear that he's had
That would be upset. Dude, we need to go live with that. Wait, the leader in delivering comprehensive wholesale specialty insurance solutions, Burns and Wilcox. How much are they paying to get the prime real estate? You know, like Titleist has to go, FootJoy has to go, but Burns and Wilcox is here for the long haul.
I think they sent him to college or something.
They have to. They might.
I think they were fine. They were financing him early on.
That actually happens.
Sam
a lot.
Burns and Willie Wilcox.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Man, I'm looking at Max tapping for birdie on 18 right now. The shoes, they're unbecoming.
They're not. But that's the one thing Cobra's now.
I mean, you've seen Gary Woodland in them for years, and they don't look good.
Yeah, Puma's never been able to rock a shoe. Everything else about the Cobra Puma brand's pretty on point, but for some reason they haven't figured out the shoe game.
Reebok.
I'll tell you who will. Reebok. I was about to say the same thing. Reebok will knock it out of the park.
Well, while we're on the apparel and merch scene, we got a mini driver aficionado in the plug crew. I saw a little news report that Titleist has a mini driver coming out. Aaron, how do we feel? You're a new mini burner.
Not that new though. New in the bag. I've been talking about it for a while. I'm typically on the front end of Revolution's trend setting, so it's not new to me. But look, all this speed gaining, all this chasing, it's all bullshit, man. It's all the club fitting. It's all I mean, look, there's subtleties about it that are important. But what are we like I said, my game this year is about simplification and scoring. I want fairways, and then I want greens. Get the putter in my hand. These gigantic driver heads. I just think maybe the market is starting to realize let's offer people an alternative, something a little more reliable, a little more predictable. And that's what's happening with these mini drivers. I'm all about it.
Get ready for the rollback. Yeah, I mean, it looks sweet, but I'm surprised Titleist of all people jumping in.
By the way, I still hit that thing far. I don't really know what the trade-off is.
Yeah, I'd have to give it a test run to see. But it looks cool. But yeah, so I was shocked to see Titleist was in that game. What else do we? Yeah,
wait,
Adam.
I want Adam to take a look at these mini drivers as a D1 athlete.
Yeah, you want to shrink the driver head anyways.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could just get all the pros on the minis, but educate me here. What's the difference between the mini driver and a 3-wood?
It's definitely bigger than a 3-wood. And it looks and feels way more like a driver when you set up to it than a 3-wood, but it's definitely flat on the bottom, which is why you can hit it off the deck really easily. It doesn't have that sort of oblong egg thing going. It doesn't feel small, and the weight of it feels really good. Now when I grab my big Cobra, it almost feels like I can't really.
Everything you just did, dude. The small, the weight, you start.
Yeah, when I grab that big Cobra, it's like I can barely control. The head gets all wobbly, and I got a stiff shaft, but the head still gets wobbly. So but this has got that pure vintage burner bubble shaft. It doesn't have the bubble anymore, but the spirit behind the bubble lives within the shaft. and it's just money. It just feels really, really good. So
Does it go like further than a 3-wood?
definitely, like I'm positive 280-yard drives are normal. And I'm wondering, like, if when the weather's good, like, are you still kind of hitting at 300 though? I think it's possible. There's no way it's like a 250, 260-yard club. It's not.
The 2-wood.
Yeah, maybe it's
Hey,
too.
I'm
breaks
I'm
off the screen.
skeptical.
What? I'm skeptical of the chasing speed. I don't know what it's doing to people's swings.
It's ruining
You
it.
know, anytime a club manufacturer comes out with another club that basically does the exact same thing a current club already does, it feels like a little bit of a,
Oh, look.
trying to sell you
okay.
something here.
Man, guys, speaking of selling something, Jules talking about speed, Golfberg's talking about speed. My whole secret project was I was going to do the stack for 3 months. And I did it for about 3 weeks. I was up 7 miles per hour, and then I absolutely fucking wrecked my back and sold that shit instantly.
You sold it.
Oh yeah, I sold it.
I love how you guys just sell things you don't use. How do you do that?
It just instantly.
Where do you sell it? Facebook Marketplace?
eBay,
Same-
or Marketplace.
eBay. It just
The
depends
same
on
place
where
you got your mic.
TJ Maxx. Just go.
I was actually looking for help, Adam. I don't know how to sell things. I know. I just have all my old stuff still.
Speaking of old stuff we don't like, before we get into the main topic, we're going to take on a new little segment. We're going to kick it over to Adam, where he combs the internet for us, the interwebs weekly. He's on the socials. He's on YouTube. He's looking for the worst piece of golf content that he can find for the week. And it's not, look, we might be on it. Look, we post some stuff occasionally where I'm like, that was a swing and a miss. But the inaugural, though, Adam, what did we find this past week as the worst piece of golf content out there?
Look, there is a lot to pick from this week, as there is every week. But nothing triggered me more than the Bryan Bros channel, the match between Wesley Bryan and Phil Mickelson.
That's the worst?
That is the worst.
By the way, no
Look,
one's
there's
allowed to talk to Adam about this till we go live. So okay, that we just got to roll with it. That's the word. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Look, I could have went a couple different ways. I mean, our guy Garrett Clark with Good was showing off his new house that didn't even have any furniture in it. So that was a close runner up. But I wanted
i.e. Dexter.
Yeah, some serial killer tendencies there. But I had to go with a match between Wesley Bryan and Phil Mickelson because I'm tired of Phil's shtick. Like,
Damn.
I'm done with it. I mean,
The bully shtick?
when we initially got Phil in the match and we got to, he's cracking these jokes and, he posted a couple of cool little funny videos on Twitter and like, oh, Phil's the best, man. But his whole shtick is just like run out for me. It's very forced. Like he's saying jokes from like 2012. Like he said something like "child please." Like what? It's like that's like a joke from like literally like 2012. And nothing is more uninteresting to me as far as golf YouTube content goes as like watching professional golfers
just
golf
play
on YouTube.
normal stroke.
Like and then
watching
try to
them
like
beat-
force jokes in and digs in. It's like what are we doing? Like this is not the golf YouTube that I signed up for.
What is this chick? Like he just plays someone a lot worse than him and just talks shit the whole time?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But
it's
I don't even know if Wesley Bryan's worse than Phil. I think Wesley's probably better than Phil at this point. But
What are you
I will
talking
say,
about?
but you
Don't
got
see
two
the level
professional
of
golfers.
golfers
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Okay, no, there's no way Wesley Bryan's better than Phil right now. And B,
Dumbest shit
yes,
I've
he
heard.
just like bullies people by gambling them out of a match. He's like, hey, let's bet $100,000 on this one shot right here. He's just kind of a dick about it.
well, yeah, on this one, what I think Adam's point is, I've caught onto that too, that Phil kind of got exposed at the long form where he was really good in these bites, and you were like, oh man, Phil would be awesome in the booth, and Phil would be this, but like, yeah, he goes back to the well with the same thing, and the whole sarcastic, like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen him in these last few matches where he shoots a number on the rangefinder, but like gives the wrong number, and it's like a wink, wink, kind of like, oh, you better check your own numbers or things like that. I'm like, what is this?
Well, he's
It's
like
not
an
even-
old grandpa.
I know, but he's not. He's 52. It's not. He's got Nike. He's got Jordans on. But I still love Phil. But yeah, I think he's got one of the worst introductions into like YouTube alternative golf that I've seen.
It's too forced. I mean, like it's just so awkward because they're trying to be entertaining and funny, and you can't force that. It just has to be natural.
Yeah, but also like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like Wesley Bryan either. So I know he's got a massive cult following, but he's
For what?
Why do I care to watch Phil and Wesley Bryan on YouTube? I barely even care to watch the PGA Tour on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, go a layer back from that. Why would you even listen to anything? Like, why would this golf podcast? Fuck it all.
Yeah, why are you?
You're pretty much peeling back why this all sucks.
No shit, man.
Well, Adam, that
Let
was
me.
good.
I guess what I would say is there's a very small list of golfers who I'd almost watch do anything golf related, and for me, Phil's on that list. I'm more interested in Phil screwing around than Tiger. Actually, Tiger's the most boring guy, and I mean he's the GOAT. Obviously,
Phil feels very fake, doesn't he?
There's something up, but he's just a mad genius, and he's the legend, and he's earned it. Wesley's who cares? Like literally gives a shit. So I was more just, but you're right. Phil's his thing's a little stale at this point, but I don't know.
Dang.
Yeah,
This is the best we got out there, guys. This is why Plug's on the scene, baby.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
what
should
are
have
you
went
even
with
doing?
Garrett Clark.
With which one?
Maybe I should have went with
Adam,
Garrett Clark.
No, maybe we
No,
should.
no,
Garrett
you're
Clark's
good.
house tour was probably
Adam.
really entertaining.
Yeah, Adam, you
no,
have
Adam
Phil-
hates Arnold Palmer and Phil Mickelson. I love it.
Yeah, Adam hates. But you
And
know,
Scotty
you could-
Scheffler.
you could, yeah. So I mean, I'll just say this: you have full autonomy. It's your choice every week, and we're going to be surprised, and might be something we don't agree with, but no, that's good. Yeah, Phil. With Adam's out on Phil, so Plug's out on Phil's content right now.
Yeah, and if Wesley Bryan really has a cult following, like come after us.
Yeah,
Let's expose that
they're,
shit.
they're big.
God, you know what sucks though is like to
channel's
build
pretty
a-
good.
Yeah.
Adam brings this to us every week. I kind of want to like confirm it or just go watch it, but I
Well,
don't.
now you're gonna go. No, now you got to go watch it, and then when you come back,
No.
that's our job. The next week we got to come back in and tell them that we was
Hey,
wrong.
grade him.
Wait, well, actually, we did have a little New Year's resolution. We were supposed to cut Adam off 10 seconds into him talking, Aaron. That was supposed to be your job. And ask
Yeah,
him.
did you get fit yet, Adam? Why? Shut up, Adam. You get fit yet? You get fit for that driver yet, Adam?
I have not, but I'm trying to decide between the
mute? He's still talking. He doesn't know.
He
got
muted himself.
No, I muted him. That was the rule. That if the answer is no, he got muted for 10
Oh
seconds.
man, Goldie's good.
3, 2,
Two,
1. Okay.
one.
We're back.
All about that lettuce.
I didn't know you're really
Just give
going
me
to
that lettuce.
Well, I mean,
It's
rules
rude.
are rules.
That's hilarious, dude.
Do we have it scheduled? Do we have it potentially scheduled?
No.
They should get muted for the next minute.
Mute him
I
again.
told you, I'm trying to decide between the mini driver or regular driver.
You can't
don't even-
decide. You
listen.
gotta let them decide.
If you go mini, you don't have to get fit.
Yep.
The TaylorMade
really?
Mini, it's a oh yeah, it's all about
One
the
size-
universal shaft.
One size fits
It's
most.
fit for everybody.
Universal Mini.
Just fits. Yeah, once you go a little smaller, you ain't got to worry about the size. It can
It
fit
fits
around-
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's perfect.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great segue. The main course of tonight. Okay. We've had our appetizers, but we might have ordered a couple too many. I'm feeling a little full. We got to get on with this thing, but we're the kings of ranking, right? So
Mhm.
we thought to start the new year would be a good time to refresh what's our personal top 10 list, right? Because this is going to play into that downrange proprietary tool we keep teasing out of how we're going to teach the world how to really rank a golf course. But right now it's hyper subjective. Our own top 10s. Probably just we can go around the horn, kind of start 10 and go up. But while we're going through, let's keep in mind what got bumped from the list. Maybe we start with that. How about that? I can tell you right now, I had 4 courses get bumped from my top 10 this year.
Wow.
My 7, 8, 9, and 10, believe it or not, that's how the math works. But my 7 was Pinehurst number 4. My 8 was Sheep Ranch. My 9 was the Ocean Course at Kiowa, and my 10 was Spyglass Hill. And all 4 of those have now been booted from my list.
Wow.
Adam, what do we? Who got the boot this year?
Well, I didn't have 10 courses in my top 10, so I just filled mine up this year.
That's Adam keeps a very high standard of what could. So okay.
No, I will say the Ocean Course. It did move outside the top 10. That's the big mover.
Okay. Jewel?
Yeah, I think 3 courses moved out of my top 10. East Lake, Black Wolf Run, the Meadows Course, and then Tobacco Road.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mr. Golfberg.
The only one to move out of my top 10 was Shadow Creek.
Oh, well, good. We don't like that course anyways.
No,
but
it's nice.
It's nice. All right. So we got some
You
big
know, one
names.
time a kangaroo was murdered on Shadow Creek with a friggin' gun.
that's 100% the isolated first thing that's going on this pod before the countdown.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's I don't know if it is, but that's crazy.
Oh, we'll tell you all about it.
And just
later in the
before we
year.
get into this list, I know I did a little extra homework just to spice it up. Couple courses I played this year that did not make my top 10 that might be of note. Aaron Hills played, did not make my top 10.
Wow.
Sand Valley, Mammoth Dunes played, did not make my top 10. I say that just because they're ranked in most top 100 publications. I know you guys played those too, so I don't want to spoil if any of them may have. But yeah, some big names, not even sniffing the top 10, to be honest with you.
Sounds like you played some good courses.
Yes,
It does.
I did. All right, guys, let's get it going. So number 10. What order do we want to do this in? Does it even matter? I'm gonna say Jewel. Jewel first. Jewel, what was your number 10?
Bandon Dunes.
Bandon
OG.
Dunes, the OG. Okay. Golfberg. Aaron's doing, by the way, the odds are Aaron's doing his list on the fly right now, so it'll be entertaining for everybody.
Listen, I don't know that it matters. That's the problem.
It's okay, but that's why we're going to test you to see if you can remember 10 courses you've played.
Yeah,
10.
I think it's Lawsonia Links.
Okay, cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
I thought Osprey
Adam.
Point was going to make an entry there.
That's one of the real ones.
10 is going to go to Sand Valley.
Oh, wow. That's really high. I'm shocked there, but it's to each your own. 10 for me.
Really
was
high or really low?
really high on your all-time list.
Okay.
Mine was Sedge Valley, number 10. So let's go right into number 9. Let's keep it going. Jewel.
Mammoth Dunes.
Mammoth Dunes.
Mammoth
Okay.
jumped into the top 10 after first time play.
Oh, man. Lover of Mammoth. Aaron.
You guys aren't going to get this, but Southern Hills Country Club in Vegas. This place is a joke. I mean, it's private, so it's like a $250,000 buy-in. My uncle Rick, who's not my real uncle, I've talked about him before. He's taken me out there before. It's a joke. I mean, the holes are like as wide as they are long. It's just the most beautiful setting you've ever seen in Vegas. All fake because it's Vegas, but pristine and just fun as hell, and you're well taken care of. It's cool.
Yeah.
I
Hell
thought
yeah.
you were going with Southern Hills Country Club in Hawkinsville, Georgia. I was
Yeah.
I was about to be like,
Oh, is that
amazed.
nice too?
Yeah, you played a 2-man scramble there about 5 years ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
It's a little different than that one.
but is it? Adam, number 9.
Number 9 is Aaron Hills.
Oh, okay.
Respect.
Still a scam golf course.
Okay, now my number 9 was Lawsonia Links. Hey, just those 2 from our Wisconsin trip this year, right on the bat. The balloons came up thanks to StreamYard. If anybody's who's ever
That was
listening,
impressive.
yeah, magic. But Lawsonia Links. And number 8, Jewel.
Number 8, Old McDonald.
Old McDonald. Oof. That's one of the 5 biggies out at Bandon. Old McDonald. Okay.
A little
Aaron?
low for me.
Yeah.
I say
I'm-
Sedge Valley.
Sedge Valley. Okay. Number 8. I like that. Adam.
Same. Sedge.
Dang, you got any country clubs coming up that we don't know about too? Number 8 for me is Old Barnwell. I got to play it twice this year, both with Adam and Jewel. Love, love, love Old Barnwell. It was right at 8 the first time I played it. It ended up 8 after the second time I played it. So good on the owl. All right, number 7.
Number 7, Lawsonia Lynx.
Okay. Golf Bird.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was looking up something.
You're looking up
Number 7 is Chambers Bay.
Oh, nice, man. You gotta, yeah. It's kind of me, Jewel, and Adam gonna have some overlap, but you got some nice ones out there. Adam, where are you at?
7. We are going Sheep Ranch.
Wow, sheep, man.
Wow.
High up the list. Okay.
Hey, the ocean counts for something, and the
Got
vibe
to.
with the sun setting that counts. Okay.
I'm not hating. So 7 for me is Bandon Trail. So we're about to get a big Bandon run of courses. We've had a couple, but for me, 7 is Bandon Trails. Jewel.
Jeez,
6.
a little harsh. 6, Sheep Ranch.
Okay, Sheep Ranch. You're right after coming off of the heels of Adam, Mr. Golfberg.
Man, I just had it. I have to correct something really quick, and I only noticed it because I have it written down. It's Southern Highlands. Now, I
Okay.
think I was confused because of Southern Hills. Southern Highlands in Vegas is sick. I don't know what Southern Hills in
I was
Vegas.
gonna say
is.
that's like the 3rd Southern Hills.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot.
it was. I was thinking of anyway. We're on number 6.
Yes.
This was really tough, but I'm gonna go with OG Bandon Dunes.
Okay, I hear you. OG Bandon Dunes. Adam, number 6.
Lawsonia.
Whoa, Lawsonia Lynx. Awesome. My number 6, Whistling Straits. And that but for me, that rounds out my newbies for the year. So had 6, 8, 9, and 10 come and supplant on the list. So all right, number 5, Jewel.
Old Barnwell. Man, that place was incredible. Got to follow up the first round with around about a month ago or 2 months ago. Yeah, it tracks.
Yeah, man. It be slapping. Aaron, Mr. Golfberg, where we at? Number 5.
Pack Dunes.
Oh, okay. Pack Dunes. You've kind of
Now,
had
my only caveat is I can't wait to play that course not injured. It could pop way up on the list, but it seems incredible. But number 5.
Yep. Adam.
Jewel nailed it. Old Barnwell at number 5.
Jeez, Jewel and Adam just going toe for toe on their lists here. Okay, number 5 for me, Pebble Beach. So I'm good with Pebble being right there. I think it does have a few dud holes on the back nine, but it's still Pebble Beach. It's the most immaculate property I've played on. It's got all the history. Got to play with Golfberg on our first big bro cuz vacation. Awesome couple days. So number 5, Pebble Beach.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting into
You
the
know-
top 4.
I think that says something about Pebble that it's only number 5 for you. We've played some good courses, but we haven't played a ton of volume.
Yeah, it's 5 solid, man. I got a pretty good list. I got a good top 20 at this point. Not too deep after
Don't get
that.
too
but-
cocky.
This is the working man's top 10 list, all right? This isn't Tron's top 10 list. Who gets to play 7 new courses every 2 weeks?
Yeah, across the globe.
Yeah.
All right, so Jules, so number 4.
Pretty fitting. Pinehurst number 4.
Oh, dang, dude. You loved Pinehurst number 4.
I did, man. I can't. It may be the one course I want to go to the most of the top 20 that I played. Like next. Yep.
Yeah.
I want to go play it again, man. Those greens were just incredible.
If there was only an opportunity. So, all right, Aaron, number 4.
Oh,
4 is Old Mac. That's the golfing on Mars. It's fucking cool, man. That place is insane. It's so fun.
Adam, number 4.
The OG Bandon Dunes.
God, rolling. I'm going to steal your thunder. My number 4 is the OG Bandon Dunes too. So
I thought you were gonna go Carew there.
you know, it's funny. The first time we played Bandon Dunes, I had the Carew. Unfortunately, just missed my top 30. It was just on the precipice. But
Well,
yeah,
high.
Bandon OG, man. When we played it the first time, I liked it, but it was I think I had it 4 or 5 on my abandoned courses, but it moved up to number 3 on my abandoned course rankings, and number 4 all time. So I really do like that course a lot. All right, number 3, Jewel.
Number 3, Pacific Dunes.
Okay, Pack Dunes got this.
Great
Bandit
course.
I do wonder over the years if we're going to get any separation of these abandoned courses, but they're ranked.
No.
They're just better than all the fucking courses we played. I mean,
So
it's
good.
I don't know. So, Aaron, number 3.
Don't hate me. We're all owed an honorable mention. I have a tie in third. Just roll with me. It's a tie between Sheep Ranch and Spyglass.
So it's a 2-3 tie.
It's kind of like I need both of them to make the 3 work.
It's a
They're
3A,
just
3B.
experiential courses. The best I've ever played on a golf course, a real course, was at Spyglass. And it's just it made me feel like the front 9 is a joke. It's so beautiful. The back 9 made me feel like I was at like Augusta or something, not knowing much about what Georgia golf would feel like, but it's immaculate. And Sheep Ranch is the best experience on earth, but I get that the golf course has a few little deficiencies. Anyway, tied for third, Sheep Ranch and Spyglass.
Okay, I like it. Hey, these are your rules. That's the best
Thank
part
you.
of it. Adam.
Yeah, so this course at number 3, after playing Old Barnwell, I kind of thought that Old Barnwell was gonna supplant this course, and me and Mr. Goldie kind of went through an interesting exercise where we went hole by hole. And Bandon Trails still slaps, guys. It just edge out Old Barnwell for me. Yeah, I mean, it's a vibe.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing
Sure
wrong
is.
with that. Well, we're gonna keep the Bandon train rolling because number 3 for me is Old MacDonald. You know, Golfberg just talked about it. It's like golfing on Mars. It's something. It's the most unique golf course I've probably ever played. And it's awesome and it's fun and it's beautiful and just loved every bit of it. Probably the best front 9 anywhere. So number 3 for me, Old Mac. All right, Jewel, number 2.
Oh, number 2, Bandon Trails. Man, not only is it just great golf architecture, but just landscape architecture. It's just a beautiful, beautiful golf course. And I think maybe it stands out a little bit more because it's amongst these 4 other courses that are basically along the coast. And this jumps up into the hills. And I don't know, there's a contrast to it that's really unique. And I think that, along with the golf architecture, just really stands out to me. It's fantastic. And
Yeah, how many flags? do you got
Crenshaw,
from there?
and I mean, I got 2 flags from there. I play it really well.
Yeah.
When I was going back and forth between Trails and Old Barnwell, I was like, is Trails good because it's like out at Bandon? Like if you took it outside of Bandon, would it be as good? And I think it would. I mean, it is. I think it's core Crenshaw's like best work, at least that I've played. It's phenomenal.
Jeez, God, a lot of trails lovers out here. So, Mr. Golfberg.
Yeah, see, Adam, I think that logic works the other way. It's like if you go to Trails, the fact that it still holds up shows how good of a golf course is because it's off the ocean. It's my number 2.
Wow.
It's an incredible golf course. Now, mind you, I could give holes 1, 2, and 18 away a little bit, just a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. But the rest of the meat of that golf course is spectacular. The settings on that course are just out of this world. And hell yeah, you dip away from the ocean and you're still like, my God, is this the best course on the property? It might be.
Wow.
It might be.
Damn. All right. Adam, number 2.
Number 2 is Old Mac. And when we first went to Bandon, I think it was like 5 out of all the Bandon courses. And that second trip, man, it just rocketed up the rankings. It's like, it's one of those courses that I just cannot wait to go back and play again and again and again.
Well, it's also too like I'd roll my eyes at people before we went to Bandon that were like the hipster takes of like Old MacDonald, that's really the one. Cause then you see all the rankings and stuff and a lot of the normal folks that I won't say don't like it, but they rank it 5. But man, after I went, I was like, dude, if I go a few more times, there's a chance this could end up being my number 1 course out there. But it's that good. All right. So my number 2, Pinehurst number 2. So Jewel, you and I got to tackle that a little over a year ago. Again, I was ready to kind of shit on it of like, this is an overrated, $450 public round. But to me, it's probably it's honestly the best golf course I've ever played. Its deficiency is just that it's on a very benign flat piece of land, and there's not really any views. But that just shows you how effing good the golf course is, because it's for it to be that high on the list. I mean, and it helps the history and all that. But yeah, just loved everything about number 2. All right, on to our number ones. Drum roll, Jewel.
That's a
it's
big
number
deal,
2.
Jewel. I hope you
It's
thought hard
number
about
2.
this.
No,
And
Finer?
I think I'm not going to say
Oh.
too much more about it than you already did. The best green surfaces you will ever play. And I kind of would disagree with you on the views. I mean, it's just a really beautiful setting in the pine trees of North Carolina. And I mean, the ocean views far outpace it. But
I mean, even
when you
like
think about
trail
it that way,
views
it's really
versus that.
peaceful. You
Yeah,
know,
no, it is.
it's trails. It's trails in the south, and it's really peaceful. And I don't know. I lived in North Carolina for 5 years, 6 years of my life, and kind of brings some good memories to me too. But man, what a wonderful golf course! Tons of history.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's hard, but it's good. All right, Aaron, number
It's gotta be-
1.
It's got to be so hard. Shit. Yo, I thought, I was about to say I thought long and hard about this, but it was actually pretty easy for me. Number 1, you get to play anywhere in the world. Go, right? That's it. You get to go. Take me to Pebble Beach. Take me to Pebble Beach. Everything that comes with it. I even like those holes that get away from the water and work up into the gaudy multi-million-dollar homes that look a little old-fashioned at this point, and the shitty caddies and just the history there. Like, there is more class and like culture and just vibe on that course than just about anywhere you can go. Watch some of those old tournaments of how that people just crowding the greens on 7 and 6 when they used to play tournaments back in the day. It's just every shot you're hitting out there, you can think of 5 legit moments where you've seen pros. You get well taken care of. Monterey's heaven on earth. Pebble's the primo destination there. And yeah, it's sort of number 1. Like, and my last thing I'll say is, there's hardcore golf guys, there's hardcore score guys, and then there's experiential guys. Maybe it's more about the experience of it all, but take me to Pebble Beach for sure. That's number 1.
Nice.
Okay.
Adam, number 1.
So my number 1 is what Pebble wishes it was, and that is packed dunes.
All right, give us an explanation.
Man, it's the most strategic golf course I've played. It's challenging but fair. It doesn't hurt that it's right there on the Pacific Ocean. You get some insane views. And even the inland holes, man, I think they're some of the best like inland holes in the country. And yeah, look, I know there's days where you're going to get blown out to sea, but I don't think it's unfair. I mean, I like me as somebody who wipes the ball a good bit, like I can slap it around there and, keep my ball in play. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's the best course to me. I don't know.
Well, I hate to ruin on a dud or end on a dud, but my number 1 course is also Pack Dunes. So, yeah, it almost slipped for me the second when we went last time, because again, we just can't catch this course in decent conditions, and I still had, and so I left it where it was, because I know like how good it is, because when we would get pockets of weather breaks and I'd be like, this is amazing. I'm confident that it's 1. I don't know if it'll stay 1 forever, but hey man, it's your personal top 10 list. This is what it's all about. But guys, these lists are pretty impressive. I mean, we're not going to recap the whole thing, but Aaron, you being out on the West Coast, you got some hitters on there that we haven't played. Even us down here, Julie, you got some on the list that if we really expanded it, if you look at our top 20s and when we have the proprietary tool available and you can really sort through it all, I got a pretty cool list growing into the 20s and 30s now. So I like the direction we're headed.
What's 11 for
Hey.
you?
What was that, Adam?
What's 11 for you?
Pinehurst number 4 got bumped from 7 to 11.
Okay.
You know what's 11 for me? Aaron Hills.
Is it?
I think so.
I think Aaron Hill's finished. I had a note here. I don't know what it means. I have 15 next to it, so I'm assuming my master list that I'm assuming it fell to 15. But I mean that's appropriate. I think somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
So Jewel, Mammoth wasn't on your list, right?
Yeah, it was.
No, it was 9. It made it
Oh, it
into
was
the top
9?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It just snuck in there. I was gonna be a little disappointed, man. You ride for Mammoth.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it
it came in 9. Lawsonia was at 7, and I think I have Sand Valley at like 19.
yeah, mine was pretty low. I think I had Sand Valley and Mammoth Dunes right around 20. So
Yeah, I mean, Sand Valley is not going to stay on mine. I just haven't played the courses that you guys have played. You know, I just don't have means.
Well, hey,
you know.
what if
Poor
you had
guy.
one golf course that you think you're going to play this year, or one of the top 10 you have currently, you don't have to play it. If you could play that one again, which one has the biggest chance of moving to number 1? Do you have one that you're playing this year, or any of these, if you played it again, would jump up to your top spot?
If I got a hole-in-one on any of these courses, it'd be number 1.
Well, no, look, the Karoo's number 22 for me, and I had a hole in one.
damn.
You should have made it 1.
I'm hoping to get out to Pinehurst, so I want to see what number 2 is all about. You guys love it. I don't know. I don't get it, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't get it until I got there, man. You're gonna feel this incredible like energy come within you. When you get there, it's just incredible.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good. What's our target courses this year, Golfberg? I know you're just chomping at the bit to get me out to the PN Dubs. I'm definitely playing Chambers this year when I'm.
Well, that would be it. And I want to play Chambers again this year. That's a fun golf course and easy to get to, and it's not that expensive. You know, state owned. It's probably even peak season. It can't be much more than $250.
Yeah, that's jump change for golf now.
I'm just saying, peak season on a
No,
top
no.
100. Right? Yeah,
In
it is.
theory, like for the top golf courses, that's like a lower end price point.
Yeah.
No.
Hell yeah. Let's get out there again.
You can play Chambers like 6 times for the price you can play Aaron Hills.
Jesus.
And the best part is Aaron Hills, you get to also lose a dozen golf balls you play.
It's true.
But you also lose 1,600 calories.
That's how,
Yeah,
you think that's what their Aaron Hills, like their range balls, or just all the like the Titleist Pro Vs they found out.
refurb, baby.
Yeah. There's, I mean, that's another. They're saving money there.
Yeah, it's part of their caddy. It's part of their caddy programs. It's those donations. Yeah. All right, guys. So big one. We got 25 is here. Let Us is here. Mr. Drix gave us the go ahead. We're vibing. We're going through topics. TGL is about to launch. We got our top 10. Some fun ones coming up here this quarter. We're gonna do it on a quarterly basis. Some of our first interviews, perhaps. Teaser alert. Other than that, as always, stay plugged.
And then comment, like, and subscribe.
Please do that.
That lettuce.